I woke up feeling sad because I decided to spend Christmas alone this year, and yes, decided because sometimes choosing yourself during the holidays isn't easy, and this is the first year I'm actually doing that. Today was less about the holiday itself, but more about just preparing in a way that felt good to me. So I went out and got a few things for Christmas Day, and then wanted to get myself a gift. I'm really sentimental, so I wanted to get something that represented this time in my life, which I feel like is just growth. I also decided to get a charm bracelet so that anytime I hit a goal or milestone, I can get a charm that represents that. On one side of the charm, I got engraved gratitude, growth, and grace. After that, I really wanted to isolate, but instead I decided to go hang out with my friends. We went to a Christmas market, got food, drink. I'm not really sure how to navigate this time in my life, but if you're like me and you're figuring it out, then just know that you're not alone, and Merry Christmas.
So guys, here we go. Women are alone on Christmas, guys, and they're doing it to themselves, guys. We got a whole bunch of videos to go through today. Man, this is the evidence of feminism, guys, and women having to deal with their consequences. They made dating so hard and marriage so hard that men don't want to even participate anymore. And this is why the holidays don't feel the same. There's no kids, there's no family, there's no tradition of Christmas. So, they're left to be alone or left to go with their family or their friends. It's crazy, guys. Let's get to this next video, though. Let's start off from the beginning. I'm going to have to mute this halfway through because the music might be copyrighted. There you go. There you have it, guys. This woman right here, alone on Christmas again. The caption says, I think 32, no kids, no relationship, and she's just left to journal and scribble out on Christmas Day. And she's crying and she can't believe it because, she never expected her life to be out this way. But, this is what happens when you spend the first, 5 to 10 years of your life, your legal life of 18 and up to 28 or 18 to 30, just being on your career and focus on your education and being independent and sleeping with who you want to sleep with, but never truly committing. This is what you end up with. Now, let's get into this woman who fell out with one of her guys she was talking to right before Christmas. Let's see what she has to say. Before we get into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Should the people like the video, if you guys are liking this and want to support it, all the ways you can are in the description. The Cash App is right here for whatever dollar amount it's worth it to you. Let's get right into this, man. Wait. Let's go from the beginning again. I don't know why these videos always start midway through when I click them, but let's go.
I got attached to my one-night stand. So 5 months ago, I hooked up with this guy, and for whatever reason, I just got attached to him, and he became really distant after we hooked up, and I was like,
I know what he did. We know what he did. We're going to let her finish, and then we're going to go back through and analyze it.
Wow. Okay, I got played. I just kind of felt emotionally wrecked afterwards, and I kept thinking to myself, why am I not good enough for him, and what can I do to be good enough for him? What can I change about myself so that he'll like me back? And this was the second time I noticed myself getting attached over a hookup. I think this was the third time I kind of let myself be convinced by a guy that if I just slept with them first, they would give me something more. And then after this third time, I just kind of realized I think I'm better off avoiding men right now because I can't tell what their true intentions are. So I became celibate.
So guys, that's a lot. There's a lot to explain in there. We got to go back and review that. And then we'll get into the last two videos of these women crashing out and being alone on Christmas. We got a lot on the bone with this one. Let's go back and analyze this. Let me take a good swig of water.
I got attached to my one-night stand. So
first of all, one-night stand. Okay, so this is either a guy she met up a dating app on the first date, or this is a guy she met at the club. And so this whole story, guys, that she just went through is an indication of, some guys get to sleep with, some rules she'll be more lenient on when it's the guy that she likes. She says she's done this with 3 guys. So the 3 guys that she slept with on the first night is the guys that she liked and wanted to please them. to secure some kind of commitment, even though it didn't happen. Let's see what she has to say further.
5 months ago, I hooked up with this guy, and for whatever reason, I
We've been talking for 5 months. I mean, the SEX was definitely good.
just got attached to him, and he became really
Excuse me. The reason why she got attached to him, guys, is because he was hitting the bottom of her. He was hitting the back of that, her, and she's probably, orgasming and ejaculating on on his Johnson and all kind of different kind of crazy stuff. And then she probably was highly attracted to him as well, right? I mean, good Johnson with attractive, fall in love. That's a heartbreak for women.
distant after we hooked up, and I was like, wow. Okay, I got played. I just kind of felt emotionally wrecked afterwards, and
And this is all her doing because she got attached. Why are you getting attached too early? I mean, but again, we have to dispel this myth that women aren't as visual as men. Men, we definitely are visual. We see, you can be a mile away and you be like, damn, she got some ass down there. It's crazy. We got knack for this stuff. You're like, damn, she got some tig old bitties. Anyways, but women are just as visual too. They can spot out guys with resources and guys that are in shape and tall and attractive. So they can spot these things out too. And women be looking at you guys when you guys are wearing sweatpants, all this stuff. They be looking at your Johnson. They be thirsty. So don't think that they are not visual creatures. They clearly are. And this woman fell for a hook, line, and sinker. It happens.
kept thinking to myself, why am I not good enough for him, and what can I do to be good enough for him?
This is women dating out of the range. You know what I'm saying? She's probably dating a Brad, a 6'3", a 6'2" Brad, and can't realize why she couldn't keep him. He got options, and that's just what it is.
What can I change about myself so that he'll like me back? And this was the second
Damn, bro, she trying to change herself for this man, homie. When women like you, homie, they will change their whole personality. They will get implants and change their behavior to be with you, bro. This is crazy. You guys take note of this in your personal lives. If a woman ain't doing this for you, you know she don't like you.
time I noticed myself getting attached over a hookup. And I think this was the third time I kind of let myself be convinced by a guy that if I just slept with them first, they would give me something more.
No, you knew you had to put out because he wasn't gonna wait. He's not an average dude. He got options. If you didn't sleep with him, he was not gonna. So your best option was to do that.
And then after this third time, I just kind of realized I think I'm better off avoiding men right now because I can't tell what their true intentions are. So I became celibate.
Yeah, she's jaded. That's all that is. But back to the Christmas crash outs. Back to the Christmas crash outs, guys. Here we go. Again, gotta go back to the beginning. Okay, so POV, you're single and child-free girl that lives alone and has no friends. So this is what your Christmas Eve looks and sounds like. Let's see what we have here.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
And guys, this just goes to show you this is the plight of Gen Z, guys. This is how Gen Z people move. They don't even talk to people anymore. They're all on the phone. They're antisocial. This is the Gen Z generation. This is the antisocial generation, the technological generation that grapples and depends on technology for their social interaction. And she's not an ugly woman, which lets you know she's probably on day naps and she's probably getting smashed. She probably got a dude coming over late that night. Maybe not, but she's definitely getting smashed by somebody. She's virtue signaling in this video. And it's just like with the the woman at the first of the video. When women, the thing about women is whenever they feel sad and in their emotions, what they do is they emotionally buy stuff to like feel better. So this woman right here,
on this year, and yes, decided because sometimes choosing yourself during the holidays to
she
get a chart bracelet so that anytime I hit a goal or milestone.
This is her version of coping with the sadness and coping with her bad emotions. So you know how some people are, emotional eaters. They feel bad and sad, so they just feel like they got to eat everything up and make them feel good. This is what women do with their money, which is how they get into bad situations financially. Because whenever they get to feeling bad, they get to rewarding themselves and doing all kinds of stuff and spending money they don't need to be spending. Anyways, got a nice spot. I mean, is she paying for that or she got a decent job? She's virtue signaling. We can't truly trust these women. You know what I'm saying? She could be lying. She probably got a dude in there somewhere. Definitely a woman in her 30s. Okay, she's sad. She needs some emotional. So she's going to the dopamine hit from the sugar. There you go, guys. And we got one more video for you guys before we get out of here. Hopefully, you guys had a good Christmas. Let's go back. Let's go back. This woman is sad, bro. She's gonna get to crying. Look at her. She's gonna get to crying. Look how sad she is, bro. I gotta mute that because I don't know if that's copyrighted. She thinks that caption says 31, no kids, etc. They do it to themselves, guys. She wants family, but her actions the past 10 to 15 years displays that she doesn't want a family because she can't maintain a man. She don't know how to vet a man. She wants her independence and wants a man. It's ridiculous, guys, the mindset. But this is what happens when they get around the holidays. They actually yearn for family and companionship and children, but they don't want it, apparently, because if they wanted it, they would have it. They'd find a guy. But this is the plight of modern people. And this is why the holidays don't feel very traditional and family-like, because there's no families being created and being maintained anymore. Everybody's alone. It's a glorified rest day. So this is Christmas, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. You guys have a good rest of your weekend. I'll be back on the live stream tomorrow morning. You stay tuned for that. We got a very interesting live talking about, is Pookie and Ray Ray and the Street Guys, are they really losers or are they geniuses? Very important one. Hit like, comment, and subscribe. Sure to like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.